Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, this is Steve, and we're back for another episode of Age of Wonders 4. I am carrying on with Steve's campaign here against the dragons in the Ashen War scenario, and we have recently, or I've recently just captured Grime Rise, so the city is in the process of being absorbed or migrated to the IRS. And I just need 2 more turns for that to complete, and then I can hopefully get my economy a little bit under control. That was the subject of a lot of feedback from the last episode, and I think rightly so. The economy is really suffering here. I've got a fairly large army for just one city to support, but hopefully taking over Grime Rise is going to help solve that problem. Also, it is worth remembering that I do get money from fighting enemy units, which there's some more on the way down here. Let's jump into your feedback for this week. There's not a whole lot to go through. First thing actually comes from a reminder from me. I noticed after I got off last time that Steve could equip this Wand of Healing, so I'll go ahead and throw that on him. I don't know how or when I'll use it, but it's better to have it than not. So from Sand and David, the volcanic fireball. There was an incident in the last episode where I felt like a volcanic fireball appeared and erupted on the exact same turn. Looking back at the footage, they basically confirmed the same thing. So I'll have to be careful fighting in volcanic terrain, although there's not really a lot I can do to avoid it if that happens. I think it's probably a bug, but normally it's supposed to show you like an AoE where a volcanic fireball is going to hit, and then you have like 1 turn to move out of the way. But at one point in the last episode, it just showed up and exploded like all in 1 turn. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I could be wrong about that, but based on the description of the map, it sounds like you're supposed to have a turn to move out of the way. So I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't cause any significant problems or get a unit killed down the road, but we'll see. From David, Eagle Eye upgrade will be good for Steve. I actually probably would have gotten that for him by now had I noticed it was available, and it is. It'll add 1 extra range and 10% accuracy to all of his attacks, which I think is well worth it, considering that he is using that Mage Lock rifle. From Mr. Flutie24, can probably split my army in 2 at this point, or soon, to handle multiple infestations at once. I think I'm leaning towards soon, not quite yet. The infestations that are coming at me are pretty powerful. I do agree that my army needs to be split up as soon as possible so that I can cover more ground. I don't really need 18, well, technically 20 units all in one stack together right now. But as soon, I think once I get this city and get that second hero, that's when I'll probably split up into 2 groups, having 1 hero to lead each group. In the meantime, I am going to continue building units out of my capital, mostly Dragoons right now. I want a bunch of those, because my economy will be able to support them once I get that second city in there and start doing some upgrades. Just need to leave enough to upgrade the buildings in the city too, particularly markets and stuff like that, which the city already has a couple farm. Well, I guess it's got a hut. I'm gonna need to change those to farms. But yeah, I can at least build like some of the lower level market upgrade and start working towards that. And then finally from Clydon, just a condensed comment, is just generally the problems with my economy. His comment goes into much more in depth. If you want to read it for yourself, it is in the comments of the previous episode. But just a lot of breakdown of kind of why my economy is in rough shape right now. Anyone who wants to see it, you can just see the overview right there. But yeah, it's mostly unit upkeep is obviously the biggest cost. So getting that under control and basically I just need more cities and I need them fast. Hopefully my plan is once Steve's army is able to split up, once I have this city, get another hero, and I'm able to split my armies, I'll have 1 army go deal with this infestation out here. I'll have another one go deal with this infestation out here, and that at least gets some pressure off me, and then my next goal is to go get a city over here. In fact, I might make that a primary goal of one of my armies. The problem is there's an infestation down there too, so there's just a lot of stuff around me demanding my attention. For the moment, I am going to let these guys come a little bit closer. I think I'm going to see, is everybody fully healed? Not quite. So what I'm going to do is move Steve's army here and let them come just a bit closer, and then probably go ahead and launch the attack once they get into my territory. They should just charge right at me. I'm just kind of hoping that the city-state or the other infestations up here don't send anything after Grime Rise, because that would kind of suck, and I would have to recapture it if they did. Let's see. This guy was exploring. It's gonna fill in that area. Well, we know yellow's there, so I'm kind of trying to avoid letting everyone see me all at once here, but eventually that's going to happen. I think the dragons are most likely well into fighting each other by now, so them just knowing where I am shouldn't cause them to all turn on me abruptly. I need to get this guy back out. He's underground. Doesn't need to be down there anymore. Okay, and that's it. That is the end of this turn. My main thing is just see where these guys move right now. And cross my fingers and hope Grime Rise doesn't get taken over by... See, I actually don't know this. Do you guys know if the infestations will take over a city that you're currently in the process of absorbing? Because it's not technically under my control yet. It's like in this weird state of pseudo-independence where it's being absorbed. But I think during this phase, it's still kind of like technically in the other person's control. So it's a little weird. We are going to have another fight in the volcanic terrain, so we can keep an eye out for that bug. I'm going to send in the cavalry on this side because they're all faster, and they should be able to move back out and get into healing range on the next turn. I will send maybe one of the Houndmasters. Well, we're going to want to move in friends too, so let's do that first. Have Steve's group there, and then that group there, just to make sure that Spider's getting XP from participation trophies. Alright, hopefully I can auto this. Would be nice, save a little time, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I lost a Houndmaster, and I really don't need to. I'm going to retry. I'm going to need these extra spare units, because of the splitting the army thing coming soon. And I'm going to want some of those Houndmasters to go on either side, so I don't want to just throw them away if it's not necessary. Alright, I know my army is a little bit imbalanced here with most of my ranged firepower being on one side, so I probably need to take that into account. This looks like a really good, really strong spot to set up shop and wait for the enemy to approach me. I think I'm going to do that. Let's get these mage locks. Actually, let's get that cannon up, if I can. Let's get the cannon up here. We could have the cannon be a little bit behind the mage locks. I want the Hound right in front of the mage locks. He may draw somebody to come down and shoot, or to come down and attack it, and then I could just counterattack them. Yeah, this is a good spot for him. I want the Dragoon out on the flank. That's kind of where they're best. And I might have this person go more this way to get some guns in the middle of the field in case they come at me from this direction. Because I don't really have many other mage locks other than this guy. So I'll do that and then just kind of run everybody else as far down this way as they can. They should be alright. Spiders and overseers and more harriers. And then it's mostly just form a line of the hounds, as we have been doing. It was brought up to me in the comments, and I apologize, I didn't actually write this down. I should have, that to remember that the hounds have Pack Hunter, and they do better when they're in a group together. I'm going to send this guy out to the flank here, and have these ones go out on this side. Alright, this should be a pretty strong position, I think. Okay, just sundering defense. Alright, that looks okay. The cannon's not quite lined up the way I had hoped, but... And I don't think it can make that shot. I think it could make... Well, it says it's 100%. How is that possible? It's like shooting through the rock. Huh. Strange. It would break defense on those guys, but I think I would rather hit the cannon and I'd rather hit that stuff, because the rest of it I can fight with melee units. What's the total range on this thing? 6. Oh. I forgot that part of its effect is splashed out to the other nearby units. That was a whole part of the reason of my build with these guys, so... let's see. Oh, I need to be marking stuff first. That's my mistake. I think I need to start from this side so I can get these guys properly surrounded. Let's get rid of this little pest over here, and then I can kind of go after some other stuff. Actually, I might send that hound out to just go harass these guys, and hopefully these things will turn around and go after that hound. And then I would really love to ensnare one of them in a net, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able. I'm not sure what the odds are going to be of doing that. Do I have another Harrier that's a little closer? Okay. It's a 32% chance to immobilize, a 43% on that one. Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna focus on dealing with those spearmen first. I can sunder their defense a couple times with the spiders. I've also got that pushback thing these guys can do, which should shove them onto the fire if I do it from this angle. Yeah, I think that would work. I'm gonna do that. Yep, right onto the fire. Spider can take a chunk out of him from there, and... yeah, because I really want this guy to shoot the archer that's back there. That would take out almost all the rest of his health and basically guarantee he can't do anything. These guys, I think... yeah, okay, so this would work. I want to keep those spiders maybe away from most of the trouble here, so I'm going to use the Harriers. They are easier to replace. I'm going to put these guys here, take one shot. Oh, they're actually dead. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to die from that. Well, in that case, then I can try to immobilize that one in the back. Doesn't really solve the problem of this one here, but it at least marks it. Actually, it might be better to mark that one and just start doing damage to it from a distance before it closes the gap. Maybe I'll get super lucky and get immobilized. No, that's okay. That at least marks it. I can get my spider over here. He should be safe there. I'm going to send these dogs in. I'm actually going to have this one run across the fire there and just finish the archer off. Because they are very expendable. And then I'm going to have these other ones go in and start marking these golems. Yeah. Does damage to enemy 2 hex cone. Deal double damage to enemies with a negative status effect. I probably should have given this guy a negative status effect. Maybe I still can. I could use these guys to try to do it. Because marked is technically a negative status effect. Okay, let's do that. There we go. What in the world is that visual artifact? Okay, well there's just... I don't know what's going on, but that's bizarre. Alright, and then I'm going to move this guy up and mark that one. And I've got a full line of archers here. They aren't going to do a lot of damage, but they can kind of slowly work at things. Actually, I'll have them hit that one, because it'll start damaging nearby stuff. Alright, now that I kind of know what's going on down here, I'm going to unload on some stuff. This guy can't hit anything from there, which is a little bit of a problem. Wonder what this person's odds of hitting are. If this comes charging at me, he should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shot. Okay, that one, between the two of them, that Dragoon could be in trouble. So I'm gonna need to block them with something. Probably the dog. Although I can't get to them with the dog. May be able to immobilize them. Suppressing barrage has a chance of immobilizing. I don't know, they may go after the dogs anyway. But without knowing that for sure, it makes me a little bit nervous. And I can't really get at them with anything else. Steve could just run over there and take one for the team. Actually, Steve can summon an animal on this turn. I might have him sprint and do that and hope that whatever animal it is can just go stand in front of... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to use a sprint now to move him one space closer, then summon an animal here. Okay, good. That will work. Ooh, that's actually a really good one for this fight, but in this particular context, I'm going to just put it here. Zap him. Okay, that'll work. That takes care of that problem. It also blocks off a route that I can send units this way and mark those more. Yeah, this works, I think. I'm gonna move this dog up to here. I'm gonna move them here. These guys go here. And have this one go here and just do another shot at one of these just to keep spilling that oil on their friendlies. Okay, and then I want to mark or take aim at that one and have you take aim at this one. I probably should have done that first before shooting them. I keep forgetting the order of operations here. And I'll apply a stack of mark to that one. Who's left? Just you? Another stack of marked on you. That'll work. So those guys are basically dead on the next turn. And I still have a spell that I can use. Oh, I forgot this guy can shoot and move away. That's right. These guys are awesome. I love Dragoons. They can also just move right through enemy zone, go control, and ignore opportunity attacks. They're incredibly mobile. Well, if I had known they could back off, I probably wouldn't have put the bird there, but that's okay. He's expendable. Can I still be reached? I'll just back off one space. They can move and shoot. They're fine. Then that's the end of my turn. I have to decide if I want to use any spells. Suppressing barrage is the immobilized one. I mean, this would be good for just making them spill oil on each other, so I'll probably do that. Oh, I don't know if they actually do that with that AoE. Okay, good. They're going after the dogs. They did nothing but go after the dogs. They even ignored this bird, which gives it time to do a pretty nasty AoE. Oh, I forgot that pushes things away. Oops. Doesn't really matter, though. This battle's well in hand now. Yeah, they're dead, considering all the stacks of marked they've received. I would like to get rid of the other one. should be pretty easy to do. Alright, and then it's just cleaning up the leftovers is all. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna go down easily to those archers. Alright, hardly a scratch. That's what I like to see. Another 48 plus 48, so 96 gold, I think, for the coffers. I'm still making a lot, just from biting things. While I'm here, oh wait, that's an arcane seal. I'm not allowed to use those, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm going to go back up northeast, I think, and try to take care of that quest and maybe that derelict workshop, because those units were coming from this derelict workshop, hoping it doesn't spawn anything else for a little while yet. Wait, what did I just... Where'd this guy come from? Did I get him as a reward for... I think I must have gotten him as for one of the reward things that I get here. No? When you win a battle, you have a 25% chance of gaining a tier 1 or 2 unit that can be produced in a city. Nice! Another free Houndmaster. That is quite handy. I'll take that. He's got full 48 movement, so we'll just have him join that group there. Matter of fact, we'll have him join one of the more prestigious groups. Drop another Harrier, although I hate to drop any more Harriers, actually. Might actually drop that one Mage Lock that's not quite as good as most of my others. I kind of want to keep some of the Harriers around, because that immobilizing can be extremely handy. Okay, then everyone will have a chance to rest up here. And then on the next turn, Grime Rise should be under my control, and I can go deal with that quest and the Derelict Workshop pretty quickly, hopefully. We'll just keep scooting along the edge of the map over here. There's another tunnel that might be worth exploring. Pretty small cave here, though that road does go somewhere, so may explore, see where it goes. New Empire skill is available. Casting a combat spell reduces the cost of... You know, that's actually kind of a good one. But I think I'm going to save my Imperium for now. I don't think it's super important, and there's really other stuff I'd rather have. Especially that natural recovery one would be pretty nice. This one would also be pretty nice. Okay. Back up to the surface with you. Guided projectiles is ready. This is going to make my range units much more effective. It's also going to kill my mana income. So I really have to be cautious with my spells, my spell usage right now. I could use a Mage's Guild, but I could use a lot of stuff. We'll see how my economy looks after that city gets absorbed on the next turn. It might actually be quite a bit better, but we'll see, and then I'll kind of go from there. I just really need to get my finances in order on this episode, both money and mana. Can at least be thankful the dragons haven't come after me yet. Okay, I finally have a second city, and yes, there is a group of units that were coming from this infestation. I thought there was another one that spawned some. And they didn't attack my city, so I suspect that it's possible they just don't until it's fully under your control, which is encouraging. I can also pick up another hero now, and I do want to see, market requires 2 farms to boost. I'm going to... It's going to take 6 turns anyway, so I'm going to get the market started. And then I'm going to start the process of converting that hut into a farm so that it gets the boost just around the right time. And how about city border growth? 3 turns for that. I'll probably pick up the conduit or the mages guild there and build a conduit. Oh, or actually no, I want the temple of the tome. That's much more mana. That's 25 extra mana. Okay. All right, well, we got to deal with this little group here. Or this big group here, rather. Yeah, I think I'm good with this group, this army. I do need to repair that quarry. Oh, hostiles in domain. Okay, I need to repair that quarry after I shoot these monsters. Let's see, that thing could cause problems for me. I suspect it probably will. Oh, hey, we got it. All right, cool. I'll take that win. Save a little time. I do need to get everyone out of the volcanic crap, though. Also, I would really like to clear that on my way through here. All right, we'll just move up here into the desert and auto-combat that. Apparently I got a daylight spear. I don't think that's worth 40 war spoils right now, so we're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Okay. They're all kind of stuck where they're at right now. Alright, we'll get the quest on the next turn. I should be able to reach it. I'm going to have a few extra units hang out in the city's walls here. But like I said, I'm going to be forming up an army as soon as I can. Also, I want to... See, 5 turns for the market there. I want to get another hero now. No, close that. Close that. Hero overview. Recruit. Alright, let's see. Who do we get? There's not a lot to choose from. Seductive. Can dominate units. Or distract them. I really like that ability because the failure is still really good. Distracting units is incredible, especially with my build. So I might go with that one. The other one just gives me more chaos affinity, which is actually pretty good. I think both of these are pretty good choices. Let me see how much chaos affinity I'm already getting. I'm well on my way down the chaos line. I'm getting 4. Let's see, what else do I get? The Force March discount. Raising cities yields 20 permanent gold income. That could be good, but it won't really matter quite yet. This one would be incredible. Destined Conquerors. Although, you guys will have to let me know. So it says you gain 50 gold and 50 mana per active warrior involved in. Technically, I'm fighting 6 enemies, but I'm only fighting 2 teams. So does it count the teams that I'm fighting as a single war, or does it count each individual person that I'm fighting? I don't know. But that would be really good. And then the final upgrade to that is the Balor. Actually, I guess what I should look at is how much... It's 500 Imperium, and so far I have 148 total. So we're still looking at 88 turns till I clear this tree. This is just all about raising cities, isn't it? And it's another 63 turns before I get that one. I don't know, man. The chaos affinity sounds really good. I am still going to pick up another chaos tome. That's such a hard choice. I think that what I'm going to do is go with the seductive one. with any other build, I probably wouldn't. But with this particular build, the fact that when that fails, it instead dominates a unit is really good. Also, if he's got a gun, let me see what this one has. That one's got the sword shield combo. This one has another mage lock rifle. And already has sprint and inspiring leader. I like all those upgrades. Yeah, I think I've got to go with this one. It just because of how well it pairs with my specific build. I probably want to think about giving them some better armor. Just click through and see what I've got. I don't actually have a lot of items to share. Steve's kind of hogging all the good stuff, but that's all right. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Let's bring them up. Actually, now it might be the time for me to split up into two separate armies, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to need 2 groups to handle that, and I shouldn't need 2 groups to handle, or 3 groups to handle that. So let me start thinking about who I want to put with who. So in this, I do want to keep the cannon with Steve. Actually, we'll do it on the next turn when everybody can move. I guess I can start sending them this way, although they'll probably turn around and come back, because I think I'm going to have them go. I'm going to send one group to deal with the stuff down here and try to get another city founded. Actually, maybe they could run ahead and do that. It's maybe a little risky, but I don't think that these guys have any wandering units that are headed at me. I think I could just send the hero out this way now and go get that done. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. I'll leave the Dragoon with them for a moment just in case something crazy happens, and maybe with a Dragoon and a hero I could somehow scrounge out of a bad situation. Alright, let's see where this road goes. Getting close to that northeast corner of the map. See, what else can Washington, D.C. build? Anything economically good? I could build the item forge, although I don't really have the materials to make anything good out of it yet. I think Wizard Tower level 1 would be good, but I kind of don't have a lot of mana right now, so I need to be cautious. Also, maybe what I should do is get that Rune Carver's camp, because I was planning on putting a bunch of quarry type things out in this area. Maybe going ahead and getting the Rune Carver's camp now would be good, because it gives mana per adjacent quarry. And I could have like 4 adjacent quarries there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, I think. It only takes 1 turn, and it kind of sets me up for more mana growth in the future. Okay. That seems like a good spot for one. Okay, Palisade Walls is good for that outpost down there. I'm not going to upgrade it any further than that. It's doing what it needs to do. We're going to go ahead and make him governor of that city. I did get the Tranquility Pool. That opens up infusions in the some infusions in the item forge. And the global effect. Researching spells cost 10% less knowledge. That's really good. My alignment has changed to very evil. Do not care. If being evil is what it takes to win the war, Steve is willing to do that. See, I know at one point a long time ago, like back in the first episode, I think, it told me this infestation was sending units my way, but then it kind of like never did. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Okay, I should have enough to found a new city now, so enough Imperium. So now it's time to figure out who is going where. I know in this army, the things that I want in Steve's main big army for sure are the cannon, the dragoon, Steve himself. I want that shock unit that I converted earlier for a little army diversity. I want at least one hound master, just so he's got that extra hound in the group, plus the one he can summon. And probably another musketman. Maybe a little heavy on the ranged if I do that. But I'm kind of a little heavy on the ranged anyway. The only other thing would be maybe putting the spearman with Steve's group. He's just a tier 1, but... Or the spider, who is eventually going to evolve. Actually, who isn't far away from evolving. I'll leave the spider with Steve. Yeah, we'll do that. Because once it evolves, it'll be a good unit to kind of stand in the way and help support the others. And then as for the secondary army, we're going to have a couple mage locks. Probably take that. We'll take that super high tier 1. I'll grab just like a few of the hound masters. How many more do I have in total? I have 3 more. That would put 3 between these armies and 3 between the others. I'm fine with that. Maybe one more mage lock. And then I would say a harrier and an overseer, probably. I might actually drop one of those mage locks, because I've got like a cannon and stuff. So we'll drop 1 mage lock, and then I'm going to add the pikeman, the overseer, and 1 harrier. That seems to be a pretty well diversified group right there. And then pretty much everybody else can just bunch up however they want and go down this way. Just to go support that other army. Oh, I need to fix this. Forgot to do that on the last turn. Alright, that looks good to me. Then I can hopefully start covering more ground more quickly. Should be able to get away with an auto on this, but we'll see. Yeah, we did, but it took a lot of damage, like an unnecessary amount. I'm going to accept it because we're still in my territory, so I'll heal. Do I even want one of those? I guess I'll take it for now. It's just an extra unit to have hanging around. Also, I got another Houndmaster out of that. Okay, well, I guess you guys can come along. How much do I have down here? 6, 3. We should send one. Hang on. Oh, you know, I need to check up the Seals victory. I did look at this. I did look at this after I stopped recording the last episode. This guy still seems to only have 1, so it's going to be a while before he wins the game. He's getting 9 per turn. So one of the others just picked up 1. So I've still got plenty of time before the Seals victory is a real threat. But it's just something that I should probably remember to keep an eye on. Send you down there. And let's see. Do I want to keep the Razorback or the extra Houndmaster up here? Let's keep the... Actually, just so I can keep it moving. Yeah, I'll send... Hang on. Do I have a unit being produced in this city? I want another Dragoon. Can I afford it, though? I really can't. I got 1 in each army right now. Because the army's less experienced, I'm going to send this injured Houndmaster back down. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. He needs to stay. Okay, I'll send the new Houndmaster down with this group. And I'll just leave this little guy up here with Steve's group. If he dies in an auto combat, I don't really care. It just means the enemy wasn't targeting him as much as they were targeting someone else. All right, and then you need to get out of the way. I want Steve's group or that group, one of them, to end their turn on this tile right here. There we go. All right, and hopefully they don't run into trouble, and I can get a city founded somewhere around here. I'm thinking maybe that spot right there. It's right next to the infestation, but out of its borders. Gives me a good staging ground to work with. And I can expand kind of out in either direction. Washington, D.C. still has plenty of room to expand into this forest. I'll probably just take those quarries, so this city could kind of go either direction. I think, yeah, we're going to do that. Also, I may need to get, I'm probably going to need to get Scorch the Land ready. I'm going to start channeling that. Okay, met another city-state. I would like to pick up the treasure that's on the water. Maybe it's time to get the embarking ability. I just need to make sure that I have enough to found that city on the next turn. That costs 100 Imperium. Oh, man, this would be nice right now, but the city's more important. How many turns before I'll be able to found that city, though? That is the question. I've lost track of my army. Here they are. Yeah, in like 2 more turns, I'll be able to found that city. Trying to make sure that's where I want it. It's not a bad spot because the other city ruins that I raised is down there, so it's kind of close to this area without being right inside it. I don't think the units on the seal will bother me. Although it probably doesn't need to be right in there. I'm just trying to avoid building it on this spot because I want to put a conduit on that spot. And building it here is a little bit kind of like too far away from, although there is Archon blood over there. But that's, let's see, 1, 2, hang on, I need the province view for this. So if I build it here, it would need to reach all the way in here. It would need to be able to reach 1, 2, this is a nice long one, then 3, 4, and maybe 5 tiles? Actually, that's not unreasonable. I actually am beginning to think this is a better spot for it. Because it could reach all the way back here if it wanted to, or if I needed it to. Huh, okay. Maybe we'll do that. In either case, I need to save the Imperium for it. I'm going to send this guy over to... You know what? I'm going to send him off this way. Try to start exploring this southwest side of the map, and I'm going to remember to turn that off because it's going to drive me crazy. Back to DC then. Reaver Manufactorium counts as a mine. Gets draft for adjacent quarries, foresters, or mines. I'll end up having a lot of foresters in this area. That's also kind of where the mob camp's going to go. I think maybe I'll put the mob camp down now, actually. Makes tier 1 units cheaper by 20%. That doesn't affect me a lot because I'm not really building very many of them, although I do think more of the pikemen might be a worthwhile investment. I don't know. The mercenary tag on them does make them more expensive, but they are pretty good for a tier 1 unit. This is also really nice. Yeah, okay, I think the extraction nexus actually would be pretty worthwhile if I start focusing more on building these things. So maybe I will go ahead and build that mob camp. I think I know where I want that Reaver Manufactorium to go. Just thinking, like, well, maybe not. I was thinking about putting it here, but it wouldn't benefit from the farms. It would benefit from those two quarries, though, so it wouldn't be terrible. And it is just draft. It also would put it on a tile where there... Yeah, I could put another farm there, though, too, or down there. It's kind of hard to piece this all together. Planning out the city layouts is a lot of times something that I'll do when I'm done recording an episode, because there's just a lot of puzzle pieces to fit around. I think for the moment, the extraction nexus is probably not worth it. I'm going to go ahead and build the mob camp. The next time that my city borders expand, I might put it out here because it's a unit deployment location. So I'll figure that out later. For the time being, I don't think there's any harm in just letting the city generate income for a minute while my economy gets kind of back under control. And I am not going to buy any other units on this turn. I think it's just best to let the city chill for a turn. Oh, I did get a hero's remains. Okay, maybe I got something good out of this. Status resistance, general resistance, and a staff. I'll sell it for income. That's always good. Status resistance is pretty good. I think that's actually a kind of a better item for this guy to have. Alright, I'm just gonna go with this for now. And we'll go ahead and build my next city here on this coming turn. I should have the... Oh, hello there. Okay, maybe that changes things a little. That army finally find their way out of the mountains? Okay, we're gonna have to wait on that city for a minute. I gotta back up and get some reinforcements. Come on, everyone, hurry. Would it be worth building a road between these two cities? Or should I just wait for them? I don't think so. Not with gold, how tight it is. We'll just push through the Ashen wastelands for now. And I'll get everyone to... Eventually the borders will expand and it'll hook up with roads anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Far the destroyers captured her first seal. So all the seals are now occupied. Some of them by people that I can't see. He has 9. Oh, but he must have lost his because there's no countdown timer on it for victory. And at least one of the dragons is in the void. Alright. Okay, folks. Carry on, I suppose. I'm going to have Steve's army move there, have this army move here. Hoping that I can get through this without any serious damage. That's acceptable. I don't need the Inferno Hound. Got the Helm of the Warrior. That doesn't really do me a lot of good, but let's see. I did get a Ring of Endurance. That's actually a decent ring. I think it's... Yeah, status resistance is always nice to have. Or money. I think I'm going to take the money. I'll find more rings. Money right now is quite needed. Alright, and then I'll back them off. Back into friendly territory so they can heal. Actually, I guess all the injured units are in that army, so this one doesn't really need to heal. I don't think they need to heal at all. Alright, I'll put them back out up front for the moment. Okay, just lava out there far as the eye can see. How much was it for, you know what, I could go ahead and get... I might go ahead and get these upgrades now since I can't build that city yet. And this will help that army to heal faster. Because it's going to be a couple turns before I can make that city with that hostile independent army moving in on my territory in the southeast anyway. So yeah, may as well do that because that will allow Steve's army to heal quite a bit faster. Yeah, they should be pretty much completely patched up and ready to go on the next turn now, instead of waiting 2 turns to fully heal up. And then back in Washington, we are just going to continue. You know, I maybe could do the Wizard Tower upgrade. It's really the mana cost of it that bothers me right now as opposed to the gold. So I've got enough gold on hand. There's also the Town Hall upgrade, which would give more gold income. But I'm also spending more to build it because it's not being boosted. So I think I'm going to wait on that. I think the Wizard Tower upgrade is probably worth getting. Imperium's worth a lot, and stacking your sources of obtaining it early in the game is usually worthwhile. So I'm going to go ahead and get it. Okay, we don't need to scorch the land yet. So I can hold off on that. No, don't need that. And infestation is sending invading forces. Okay, well, we're going towards that one anyway, so that's fine. Maybe they'll show up on the next turn and I can wipe them out. Okay, on to the next turn. Okay, there they are. Troublesome veterans, insurrectionists. Oh, they're right there. Nice. Okay, another easy quest after I deal with these guys anyway. What have we got here? That's actually not a very scary group. I think we'll be fine. This guy up and have the Razorback join just because I don't care. He can be here, and if he dies, he dies. Don't want him to die, though. That's not okay. It's my only shock unit right now. Well, my only non-hound shock unit. Only tanky shock unit. How did I lose this battle? It looks like they're all funneling up into... and going to go through that choke point. I should be able to just hold them off. Especially with this cannon. Do need to keep the spider out of harm's way for the moment. Might send one hound out around on the side just to see if he can be a distraction and potential nuisance. Now I know they have a big tank guy in there. He's got that AOE. Did he just use it? Please tell me he just wasted barrage. He did. He wasted barrage to do that much damage to one Dark Knight. That was a mistake. I'm gonna fire this cannon right up the middle line there. Cancel retaliation. Maybe should have canceled it on the pikeman actually, but that's okay. I think I can just blow him away. Let's go ahead and land some marks on stuff. Mark a few targets. I'm gonna actually have you guys do that from there, because you don't really have a good chance to hit anything. The Scrap Hermit's coming this way. That's okay. He can't do anything on this turn. Let's see. Can I... What options do I have to break their guard? Or do I even need to, honestly? Why is he immune to distraction? Oh, he's a copper golem. Okay, never mind. He's a construct. I thought that was just like a regular pikeman guy. Well, I can mark him more than he already is. Yeah, he's gonna get destroyed by a couple mage locks and an archer. Get him out of the way. I don't want to deal with the pikeman. And then I can hit these guys with a charge unit. I can also use the dogs to just get all over in the way of this guy. Actually, I'm going to use these dogs to go after the archer. That should clog everything up there and give me plenty of time to unload. He's burning. If I could get a status effect on that guy in the back, this would... Dark Surge would do a lot. I might be able to trigger bleeding with Quill Shot. I'm gonna try it. Oh, that's another copper golem. I don't think I can. I may be able to mark him if I can get a Harrier through to him. That should still count. There we go. Marked and immobilized. Oh, these guys have to have full charge, though, to be able to do that. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. I will go ahead and just charge them, sunder their defense. And I'm going to have the dog down here wait around for that Scrap Hermit to show up, so we can give him a nice warm welcome when he comes around. I think I'm gonna knock out... Actually, I'm gonna have you go up here and start harassing this thing. Because they got a melee attack too, so they could charge in and... get in the way. May as well have those archers start bleeding, since they actually can bleed. And you can defend because you're stuck behind other units. And I'll put the spider down here because maybe it'll help with the Scrap Hermit. They are bleeding out. The dog can now come in and cancel retaliation on that thing, allowing the spiders to get a free flank. And then I can just shoot it with stuff and it'll die. Although it's always worth remembering the Hound Masters are better off moving at these flanking angles. Okay, may need to back him off. He's not going to 1v1 a tank and succeed. I just got it to back off for a second. Okay, that canceled their retaliation, so I should be able to freely attack without any fear of response. I would like to get up there and heal my Dragoon. I think I'm going to actually bring them back down and go ahead and drop that healing on them now. Why can the Overseer not heal? Oh, does the Dragoon have to get closer? What's the range on that? They gotta get right next to him. Okay. Go ahead and step on the fire. It's fine. If I could just kill that thing, I could spill some units, or well, kill that thing plus everything else that's in the way. I could spill some units through and try to get after the tank on this turn. Would be ideal. I think Steve can shoot one. Steve needs to remember to mark stuff. Gosh, I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, I think Steve has killing momentum, and he's got that poison dart thing, which has a pretty good chance of killing that guy. So what I'm going to do is I'll mark target on this guy and have Steve shoot this one. And then he should be able to... Oh, maybe he doesn't have killing momentum yet. Alright, well, that's fine. Does anyone else have a range attack? You do. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and use that. You can run through here and maybe do drive back, which does a bit more damage. That should kill the archer and gets you closer to the tank. And then it's just a rush to go kill that thing. Ouch. I want to mark that with the dogs a couple more times. And with this guy. Okay, he's got several stacks of marked. Steve can't reach him on this turn. But Steve can give a bit of healing. Actually, maybe Steve can get another animal into the mix here. He sure can. I'll take that. Alright, from there, this should be easy to kill. Yeah, he's pretty much dead. Alright. That spider's got to be close to leveling up. Okay, that takes care of that mess. And gets some more gold in my coffers. Then I'm going to move back here and deal with those guys and finish that quest off. And then I got to get back into territory that I can heal in. This army can be the one to do that, I think. Steve's army, yeah, there's plenty of room to heal. So I'm going to send them over here. Have one of the Hound Masters initiate this. See, this is the evil character. I'm not blocking growth and grime rise on your behalf. Okay, I'm fine with that. I could get city stability. That actually would be pretty good. I could gain 58 gold, but no, that's it. 58 gold per turn for 6 turns. I'm in. I'll take it. Let's see, what did I get? A free Harrier? All right, that's fine. He can hang out with the. We'll call this the Steve's spare army. Steve needs to back off just a little bit more so everyone can get their heals, and then I can actually go after the encampment or the derelict workshop itself on the next turn. A lot of good there, though. I managed to break a lot of stuff, so I'm happy with that. Market is going to be finished on the next turn. Actually, market is going to be finished on this turn, so that I can... Yeah, I'll spend 2 gold to get 15 gold, which is essentially what I'm doing here. Yeah, and then let's get the town hall upgrade. That'll be even more gold. I really need the growth. That is, honestly, it's tempting to hurry the growth just to get this now. It kind of depends on what's going on down here. Oof. Yellow's already got an outpost that's a little bit aggressively in my direction. Don't like that. And it looks like they're upgrading it. That's probably going to be a city soon. Okay, that more or less solidifies my position on putting a city here. It's a little more forward. But I need backup for this guy, so... You have to wait for friends to come.
Yeah.
I could build another mage lock cannon for him. I think that's probably a good use of resources. Just get another cannon out now. I probably should have done that a minute ago. Okay, I got a very good spell. 2 marked, 300 resistance on enemies, and a 1 hex radius. I probably want to get Summon Watcher. It would give me a pretty useful summon that pairs well with my armies. I don't really have the mana to support them right now, but those could come in pretty big later on. So, what do I want to spend my Imperium on? Because I could get this guy the ability to go on the water, which would help with exploring the underground cave network and picking up treasure along the way. I also have... No, that doesn't really do me any good right now. What was the other thing I was thinking about spending a chunk of Imperium on? Oh, yeah, growing this city. I could actually do both. I am gonna do this. I think that's worth attracting the population. Wait, why can't I expand? Wait, what just happened? I increased the population. Oh, hang on. The population had gotten shrunken down due to recent battles. So I have to wait for it to grow even more. Dang it. Okay, I might not have spent that Imperium had I known that. Basically, that thing had lost population during when I was fighting them, so it's technically only at size 6, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it needs to grow one more time. How far away are these guys from being able to get out there? About 3 turns. If I grow it again, it's going to be about 3 turns. You know what? Yeah, 72. Yeah, 3 turns. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just do it again. Let's get that conduit in there. That'll help a lot with mana. And I think it also gives bonuses to research posts in city domain, so maybe I could build a couple of those around those conduits. What does this one do? Unlocks the Blizzard Bombardment Siege Project. It's going to be a minute before I can handle that, but I don't know. Steve's army's pretty good, though. Maybe they could. I still want to get rid of the Derelict Workshop first. Okay, Steve leveled up again, and as was pointed out to me, I need to take that Eagle Eye perk for him. I'm not sure why I haven't gotten that already. It'd be very, very useful on him. And yeah, I think we're good. I'll save the rest of my Imperium for the new city. Another infestation is sending invading forces. They have to cross a heck of a mountain range to get to me, though. I don't know if they'll ever show up. Sometimes it tells you they're sending stuff, and then they just kind of, like, never get to you. It's like they don't know where you are, or if you're a certain distance away, they don't bother. It's like they spawn the army, but they don't do anything with it. So I'm gonna probably proceed as though they're not sending anything at me. This one I do need to take care of, because they definitely are, and that one down here definitely is. Okay. Oops, I did not leave them technically in my territory on the last turn. That was a mistake. Okay, well, we may have to take one more turn to heal. I do want my Dragoon at full health for this battle. Well, no, I'll just be careful with it. It's fine. And plus I've got the Overseer that can heal it. I don't want to hold everyone up for another turn just because the Dragoon's not feeling great. I am going to take this tower, though, so I can get a sense of what's around here. They may send one of their wandering groups at me, which would be fine. Okay, you guys need to all bundle together here. Probably need to decide who's going in the big boss's army. It's definitely going to include that Mage Lock cannon when that's done. I might actually hurry the production on that this turn just to keep everything moving here. 178 gold? Nah, it's not worth it. I'll wait. Okay, so we've got one Mage Lock in that group. We'll add another one of the good Mage Locks. Oh, wait, that army is right there. Okay, I was not paying close enough attention. Okay, maybe... Well, it's too late now to hide in the city walls, which is what I would have done. Didn't realize they were moving up on me that quickly. Okay, I actually am going to hurry the production of that Mage Lock. Or... the cannon. Oh, I guess it's called a Mage Lock cannon, so... that pans out. Maybe, do I want another Dragoon? Maybe another Overseer? Probably another Overseer. There is no healer in this army at all, so we'll order one of them. Alright, well, we're gonna have to put a stop to this incursion where it stands. Let's see, I need another melee unit. The best part about Houndmasters is they kind of act as a melee unit with those hounds, so I'll do that. Can add a Harrier to the group. Extra Mage Lock and one more Harrier kind of off to the side. Alright, well, this battle might be a little tougher. They're not quite as good as Steve's group, but we'll see how it goes. They handled that pretty well. I'm impressed. Alright, I'll take that. Got a Scrap Hermit out of that. I actually don't know if I want that or not. Can I see the unit details? No? Maybe if I just highlight it. They got Acid Spray. It'll cost 150 mana, though. Wait, I don't think I can even take that. Yeah, I can't. Alright. dismiss it. It's fine. Okay, well, now I can move forward and try to get that city founded. I probably should have actually left them there to heal. Well, we'll found a new city and we can heal there. At least he'll heal a little bit in the desert. How are you doing as far as expanding goes? One more turn for city growth? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll hold off on anything else in there for now. I'm going to just leave this scout down here because as soon as I can afford it, I am going to get the seafaring thing so he can embark and go get the treasure. I'd rather him do that than go meet all the other dragons because he stumbled across them. Okay, I did get Wizard Tower level 1 in Washington, D.C., so that boosts Imperium, plus this is boosting my Imperium, so I'm now at 60 per turn. So we're looking good there. Gold's looking good, although I know some of that's temporary. 58 gold per turn is technically temporary. That Town Hall upgrade is going to add another 10. Then I can build a mint, which requires 3 farms. I'm going to use Scorched Land here so that I can turn that hut into a farm. To get the, well, for one thing, to get more food, but also to get the boost for the mint, which is very much needed. And probably need to get Scorch the Land ready to go again. For whenever I get this new city founded out here. Has the hero moved as much as he can on this turn? He has not. I can send him out ahead, although it actually doesn't matter because I don't have quite enough Imperium to found the city on this turn or the next. Although, actually, I could start building the outpost first, though. I need to do that anyway, because then you get the free work camp. So, if he could make it there... Can I maybe... Do I have a mount that I could stick him on? What if I... no, I can't even check that without putting away his gun. Alright, we'll just do it on the next turn. I'm going to send him with whoever can support him. I should be safe now that that army's gone. And the rest of these guys will catch up when they can, but they're injured, so they need to chill out for a minute. I guess this Houndmaster could come. Alright, that looks good. Washington, D.C. is fine for now. We're not going to build any buildings at the moment. Alright. Let's see what they send after Steve. I think it's going to be that army there. We'll probably move in my direction. Seem like the wandering one. Come on. You know you want to. Yeah? Alright, good. Come my way. Now, I don't want to attack them on this turn because it would... Wait, would it pull in the rest? It actually is basically indicating that it won't. I'm going to move up and test that. I was thinking it would pull them in, but I think it kind of treats these like cities where if the units are sort of, quote, in the wall, they don't come out to help fight. Alright, I'm going to take care of that in a second, but before I do, I want to go ahead and get my outpost founded here. I also want to scorch the land here, so that units in the outpost can heal. And anyone who is still injured, there's a couple guys who are still kind of injured. I'm going to let them sit here and heal for longer. Anybody else needs to move forward. That looks good for now. And then I can start upgrading to another city after I upgrade the work camp. Okay, I did get a town hall here, so that's going to help gold a little more. I'm going to get started on that mint, because I will get the boost for it in a couple turns. Anything to get gold under control. I'm also going to need to start working on 3 quarries to get the boost for the monolith, although that's not quite as urgent. Maybe put another one up there or something like that. City can wait on that for a minute, though. I'm not burning through mana too fast just yet. Okay, you guys stay there. I'm kind of using it at about the rate I'm getting it. Although, having some for battles like this is handy. These guys suck to fight. Alright.
Huh?
Well, from what this is telling me... I should be able to fight this group without drawing the attention of the others. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna auto. But I'm probably gonna need to manual this one. I lost a Harrier, but he was an extra Harrier. So you know what? I just don't really care. I'm just gonna accept that. He's probably not worth the upkeep. And with him out of the way, I think I'm just going to go for it. I know my units are pretty beat up, but Steve's got some healing, and I do have an Overseer in this group. Plus, my Spider just evolved. All right, cool. I'm kind of looking at that other stack there as just pretty much throwaway units, so it's all good. I do want this guy with Steve's group for this one, though. Maybe have that Houndmaster come out here. Because Steve's group's gonna need to... Wait, hang on. What did I just do? I messed that up. Hang on. Cannon, move. Can you move? Okay, this is a little weird, but bear with me. Move him in Steve's group. Move the cannon out of Steve's group. Move this guy back in with Steve's group, and then Steve can trigger a healing at the beginning of this battle and heal everybody. Now, I can almost guarantee that the AI is going to handle this poorly, and I'm going to lose some stuff and have to do it manually. Yeah, okay. I don't think I need to lose anything this battle, so we're just going to retry that. They don't even have any ranged, like any significant range. They've got 1 mage lock in the back, and that's it. The AI probably didn't bother healing anybody, is what happened there. So what I need to do is, first things first, move this guy forward and heal him with the mage lock. Or not the mage lock, the overseer. Move this guy here and leave pretty much everybody else like kind of where they are. And then I'm going to move as many of these units along this bridge. Oh wait, hang on. We've got volcanic strike inbound right here. That little circle. Gosh, those are sometimes really hard to see. Okay, you can get through it and to the other side, so you should be safe there. That's going to block off the bridge though, which is not great. I'll be okay though. Oh, not you guys, not there. Okay, you know what? Steve's army is just going to be fine to heal like this. I'm going to actually use these, have these guys set up and prepare for a fight in the middle of the map. Oh, there's another one that's coming in right there. All right. And there, just like that, pretty much everybody's at full health. Sure, I'll take this shot. That should get them to come at me. And then have the Harriers ready. See, this is giving me like 2 turns of warning on those. I'm actually going to leave him and maybe a Houndmaster a bit more on the flank over here. That looks okay. And then Steve's army is probably going to move up through the center area. They've gotten themselves kind of spread out here, which I'm okay with. I just would like to stay away from this thing. So I think I'm going to use this bridge as kind of a choke point and keep range units kind of behind the front line over here. Maybe put Steve right there on the bridge. Dragoon usually like to have those guys out on the flanks, and then I can have this guy sort of on defense. The Spider, I'm not really sure where I want him to go. I was kind of hoping the Dread Spiders would be able to go through the poison, but they cannot. They can hatch a little baby spider. What I'm going to do is put the spider here. Alright, I got them to be aggressive. That's good. That's what I needed. I just love how these guys can just freely run right through those attacks of opportunity. It's fantastic. Just completely ignore enemy units and go right around them. I can't distract them, unfortunately, but I'll take what I can get. Should have marked him first. Gosh, just doing everything in the wrong order. You know what? Mark that guy. Go ahead and hatch your baby spider and have them take front of the attacks there. Every 2 turns a marker is placed, and after 1 turn the ground will erupt. So these things just aren't exploding, and I'm not really sure why. Is it because they're in the poison? I don't think that should make a difference. I would love to immobilize that iron golem in the back there. I think I'm going to try to do that. Just want to move up a little bit to give the crossbows a better chance at hitting things. Okay, so he's not going anywhere. I might have this hound come over here and help deal with the archer. I also would love to put some more stacks of marked on that guy, but I don't think I can. Might just have to try to shoot him the old-fashioned way. I do want to get those pikes off my dogs, so let's go ahead and do the free mark on them. Gosh, Steve can almost kill the archer in the back. There's got to be something else that I've got that could hit. You know what? I'm going to pull one of these Houndmasters over. I've got a job for them. Yeah, I've got an idea. Do this. Then Steve can get this kill. then Steve could... Oh, he still doesn't have killing momentum. I keep forgetting that. Okay. I've been playing a different hero in a different game with the Industrious Culture with my friends, and I haven't killing momentum on that hero, and they're extremely, extremely powerful. They're basically a spear build with that goes into defense after attacking. It's a very, very powerful combination, and so I'm used to my hero having that. I'm going to get that for Steve, but he just doesn't have it quite yet. All right, well, I kind of don't want this thing to hurt anyone important. It'll probably go after the hound, but I don't know that for sure. I'm going to send this hound over here, and I'm going to send these guys out to go hit those archers, and we'll just kind of see what this thing does. I don't think they're not going to kill anything regardless of what happens here, so it should be fine. I'm going to send this dog out to the side and go ahead and mark this thing, but I need to... Oh wait, I can't cancel the retaliation. Okay, this is actually also fine. We'll let the dog sit there, and I'll just start chipping away at their armor. I don't want to use magic spells in this fight if I don't have to. But the dog can waste its time for a turn while I deal with this stuff in the middle. Yeah, it's not going to give it any significant enough debuffs to matter, so... Okay, that looks okay to me for now. We'll just leave the Warhound on defense. Pikeman can start moving this direction. And my Dragoon is... they're good where they're at. Okay. Oh gosh. I think I just lost a Houndmaster. Crap. Okay, their archer died. What did this thing do? Oh, it's got that big AoE when it attacks too. Crap. Yeah, well, there goes a Houndmaster. Maybe I can... Okay, I need to get these units away from this thing somehow. Because they're going to die if they stay here. Now, I think this guy's fine to move away. These guys might die when they move, which is kind of okay if they do. I don't really care about them. They're on fire. 8 fire damage at the yeah, they're dead. That's fine. I don't really care. I am going to go ahead and sacrifice the dog here to mark the target. It's under his defense, so that everyone else does a bit more damage to it. Got a good shot with the cannon there. And a good shot with the mage locks here. I was really expecting him to go after the dog, not ignore it. Okay, I'm gonna probably also have to take a hit on this side. Can you punch through that? No. Alright, you're just gonna have to clean up the mess there. I probably need to heal somebody. Okay, what I'm gonna do is move these guys away from that thing. We'll take the hit. Steve can start shooting at it. Probably need to see if I can mark it anymore. I think, yeah, it's already used its retaliation now, so the Hound can mark it. And it's under its defense. And Steve can start shooting it. I don't have a way of distracting it because it's a construct. Actually, Steve can summon an animal here, and that can... Oh, that'll actually do even more damage to it. Okay, that works. And then I need to get my spider kind of out of the way so that I can heal the charge attackers. Quite want to kill that dog with the molten spill effect unless I know I can finish that thing off on this turn. Which it looks like I can actually, so I'm going to do that. Okay. And I guess I'll just send the Dragoon out this way. And I might be able to hit that thing with an immobilize from this spider. Crap. That just gave it freedom to move in and hit me. That actually didn't help me at all. Well, had the immobilize triggered, it would have been nice, but that's alright. Fortunately, these guys can just step away from that with no penalties. I can mark the target again, and hopefully Steve can shoot it from there. Yeah, he can. Okay. Unfortunately, say goodbye to a Houndmaster for that one. Boots of Freedom. Ooh. Those would be pretty nice on Steve. On either of my heroes, really, but we're going to put them on Steve. I also got a Scrap Hermit, which I guess I can add to the army to replace the Houndmaster that I lost. They got Acid Spray, so it's a 2-hex cone that sunders defense. Basic melee strike, benefit from Sundering Blades. And it is considered what type of unit? Shield unit. Okay, you know what? I could use a shield unit. That's fine. Right now, I could use healing, so let's get back. Actually, let's have Steve put on his fancy new boots. I like how Steve from the IRS has the boots of freedom. It doesn't get more American than that. He's very patriotic. Yeah. Alright, we'll move these guys back. And somehow the... Oh wait, no, I did lose the... I did lose my little hedgehog. Or porcupine thing. That's okay. I did pick up... Okay, that's the new guy. There's like somebody is new in the group that I haven't seen before. It's this guy. Alright, well, then you can lead the way. He just must have been the free unit I got out of that battle. Okay, that's at least one less infestation that I have to worry about. Which is very, very encouraging news. Because holy crap, I'm tired of these things sending stuff after me. I might be able to... Hang on. Let me make sure I've got all the upgrades I need. Founding or absorbing cities takes 2 less turns. Newly founded or absorbed cities gain +1 pop. That is also something... Yeah, I'm going to have to wait with this scout for a minute down here. Because I need all my Imperium right now for other things. Pertaining to this new city specifically. Because I'm going to need that Empire upgrade when I actually found a city. But I also need to do the work camp first. So by the time I'm done getting all this done here, I should be able to buy all the things, all the Imperium upgrades that I need to get the city off to a good start. In the meantime, we'll explore out this way and see what we find. I did get it. Okay, that's the new Overseer that I just ordered up for these guys. Oh, good. City's borders finally expanding again. I think I'm going to take another quarry here and just kind of build a grouping of quarries around that Runecarver camp, because every one that I build is going to help my mana income a little bit. They're not like the best thing for Washington, D.C. to have right now, but they're... I'll take mana if I can get it, so... I actually maybe should have gotten one of these to continue building specialty upgrades. Do I have... How many foresters do I have compared to mines and stuff? Because I kind of want to put the Reaver Manufactorium like right here in the middle of a bunch of foresters. But I can't really do that. Well, actually, this might not be a bad spot for the Reaver Manufactorium. Because eventually I'll have foresters around it. And it'll benefit from those. And it also benefits from the mine that's right here. Yeah, this is a good spot for it. It does take away a forester, but I can get that back easily enough. There's plenty of woods to expand into. Alright. It has been, well, I guess it's been auto-saving on every turn, but just in case there's a game crash or something, should probably drop a quick save. And move on to the next turn, I suppose, which I'm going to take out that army that's on that quarry, because I'm going to want that. And hopefully, once I get... Am I still getting that extra 58 mana per turn, gold per turn? It just lumps it into city income. But I think that's going to disappear here soon. And then I'll be back down to... Uh-oh. The Arcane Dragon found me. I wonder where we met. Could have been this tower. Is that his territory? No, that's Purple's. Are these the ones that are on the same team? I think they are. I think all three of these guys are on the same team. Oh, no, wait. He's at war with Purple and Yellow. Okay, so they're not on the same team. So Purple and Yellow are in an alliance. Alright. He captured a seal. Okay, so... At least they're spreading the seals out. It would be a bigger threat if one of them was collecting all the seals. I don't think they add together for the purposes of like a team victory or anything like that. Okay, we're just going to be kind of gentle with the economy for now. I think I'm thinking my my bonus from that I was getting from the quest reward out here may have just worn off. I'm not 100% sure. It seems like it would have been too fast, but... Okay, Steve's army is now going to go back down here, and I'm going to take out that derelict workshop. It's really the only other thing in, like, behind my territory that's threatening me. And it needs to go away. After Steve's army gets some much-needed R&R, because they are very beat up. Okay, got my new outpost, and it comes with a work camp already. You know, I could go ahead and do the... You know, I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to get it palisade walls. That gives me time to get this Imperium upgrade, which makes founded cities found faster and have an extra population. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. Just not sure what I want this first city to be. Probably should get a farm and then just go straight for a market, and that'll help with growth too. I am gonna get this conduit over here though. I think I'm gonna get that on this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna get that on this turn with the work camp. More mana is always good, and I can clear it too, so. I do need to get Scorch the Land ready for that city. but I'm gonna wait a turn because I want to make sure that I have enough mana for spells in case I need them. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys together. I want to kind of form his army up with good units, particularly higher tier units, because he's got that discount that he applies to unit upkeep. Same thing Steve's got. We'll add 1 extra Mage Lock, the good one, and 1 extra Houndmaster to that group. And I'll keep the Overseer with the Harriers since they kind of pair together a little better. Some units are still playing catch up, but that's okay. I don't need them all for this fight. I'll just throw as many as I can in. The rest of these guys are probably too slow. Yeah. Alright, this is fine. Easy, easy. Okay, who did I get here? Well, I guess I'll find out in a minute. Bone Horror. Don't need that. Can't afford it. I do get a Dire Bear Mount, but that doesn't really benefit any of my units. That 156 mana is certainly nice, though. I'll take that. Plus, I got a Mage Lock out of this. That's awesome. Okay. The fact that I can just get free Mage Locks is really, really nice. Okay, then we'll take the fight to that group on the next turn. And for the moment, I am going to go ahead and build the Palisade Wall. Actually, oh. Yeah, I kind of have to kill a little time here, don't I? Okay, we'll take the walls, and then I'll turn it into a city. Unfortunately, this guy is just waiting here, staring at that treasure, unable to do anything about it. Okay, this is where Blue met me. I'm surprised he didn't share my location with his allies, or maybe I can see him, but he can't see me. Well, we're gonna try to keep it that way for now. Well, now I can very easily afford another Scorched Land, and I'm going to target that province with it. And that'll be a farm on the next turn. Or that. I mean, that actually makes more sense as a farm because I can't put anything else on it. But this does give me a quarry. I can always switch them later, so I'll just do that. Breastplate of the Champion's a good hero item, but I can't... Well, it actually isn't great for... It's great for melee heroes, not as good for me. Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, I can't spend Imperium anyway, so we need to stop looking at the... Stop looking at all the stuff that I can buy if I can't afford any of it. Alright, and turn here. See where the next turn takes us. It would be nice to take that out. Oasis must be something that was added. I don't remember those being around in the original game. Must have gotten added at some point, unless I just got unlucky and never found one. Okay, Outpost is still upgrading. Let's go ahead and take this group out, and then once they're dead, I'm going to turn my attention down into this area and just run through there and mess some stuff up.
Huh?
Should be an easy fight. Wow, lost a Dragoon? That's not happening. Okay, you're out of range. That's fine. Do you have his Seduce? Got to remember to use that when the time comes. Gonna get the dogs up front here. Excuse me, everybody. No, no, no. There you go. Watch out for falling rocks. Gotta remember that all my guys have guided projectiles now, which means their range attack's much easier to use. I don't have to worry about stacking a ton of units in front of the mage locks. He may come down. That would be fine if he does. Alright, that's a good enough setup, I think. They might approach. Yep, okay. They did what I was hoping they would do. Hound's taking all the punishment, setting up for a big counterattack. They really don't have... I guess maybe they have Houndmasters too, so I wasn't factoring that in when I was looking at like what the enemy was capable of doing to me in this battle, but I still don't think they're very scary here. Okay, why don't you mark that one? Wow, that immobilize failed? I think that was a 90. Okay. You can immobilize that one. That's a 99, so I really hope that works. Okay. Now, if I could mark this one back here, can I get a decent shot at hitting it with anybody? Not really very good. What I think I'm going to do is use the Houndmasters to whittle this guy down and a weaker unit to finish him off. So I've got a few mage locks here. If I get lucky, I could take that one out, that archer out way over there, which would be really nice. Actually, I don't even really need to get lucky for that. I just need to mark it. So if I move him up. There we go, I'll take that. There we go, alright. I would like to hit that guy with the other mage lock, but I think it's just going to be better to rush him and get in his face, so we'll just do this for now. Plus I could get behind him. I think he is immobilized, so I can just get behind him and flank him and stuff. Yeah, I think this guy's the only one I have down here who can move anymore. What direction is he facing? Oh, that's the Scald. That's a tier 3. I was thinking they were like one of the Overseer guys. I could just blow away the Hound with a cannon, or I could get the Inferno Hounds here. I'll just blow away the Hound with a cannon. Get it out of the way. I could dominate it, or I could... You know what? I'm just gonna let's keep it simple. Just shoot it. After I mark it, anyway. Okay, now if he's marked, what are my odds? 80%, I'll take that. And you can ride all the way back here and shoot back. There we go. Who's left? Okay, that guy can't move. I'm just going to move here and start weakening that one. Who do I have way down here? Seem to be missing the party. dog sneaking around the side here, but I don't think he's going to be much of a threat. I can weaken him up with a couple other attacks first, and then, yeah, he's just gone. You know what? You could go take him out. And then this hound can come around back. And that should leave room for this guy to get through. Yep. Goodbye. See, no reason to lose a unit in a battle like that. That's silly. Ooh, Ring of Flanking. Ooh, Ring of Flanking is really nice for me. That does stack, as far as I can tell, with his other bonuses, with the sneaky bonus, because that's 25% damage on flanking attacks. Well, I'm gonna show it off on Steve instead, because he's the one who I'm gonna give it to. Steve's gonna be the overpowered one. I'm gonna remove the Ring of Resistance and add the Ring of Flanking. So you should see 2 stacks of this: sneaky plus 25% damage on flanking attacks, then the Ring of Flanking. Confirm. And that should also give Flanker, which is 25% more damage on flanking attacks. So now if Steve flanks something, he's doing plus 50% bonus damage. It gets absurd very fast. I do need to remember to give him, my other hero, the Ring of Resistance now, though.
Yeah.
That is a very nice find. Okay, let's get everyone as far in this direction as I can. I wonder if when I get this territory, whether it'll carve a road through the mountains there. I don't think it will. Planetfall would do stuff like that, but I don't think this game does.
Oh.
All right. Everyone can, oh crap. That city is not technically, I think that's technically volcanic terrain, yep. All right, let me fix that. At least I have mana to fix it now. There, now you guys can heal while you're in the city. Which is very much needed. I will just cast it again. That big chunk of mana I picked up really paid off. How much mana do I need for that one? It's 100, so I kind of need 400 in total right now, and I can't really spend any because that 300 will need to all be spent effectively on the same turn. I can go ahead and do this. Like, I can go ahead and spend this one now just so I don't forget to do it. Okay, whose borders is that? That looks like purple. So I think just about everywhere I've explored is about the edges of where the dragons are, which is nice. It's like half the map that I have down here, which is better than what I was expecting. Oh, I got my mint. That's really good. I do want the tavern, I think, to keep city morale high. Yeah. The tavern, and I'll probably grab the bathhouse too. I don't know where I'm going to get foresters for this city, though. There's really not any forests around here. I don't think I can get any. I can get, like, one from the mob camp, which counts as a forester. Might need to stretch the city's borders down this way a little and grab a couple of these forests if I want any of that. Yeah, I don't know. Might just have to deal without them, because I can't grow them. There's no way I can get more. Maybe, do I want another wizard tower upgrade now? Is that I got a surplus of mana? No, that's 200. That's a little too much for me to swing right now. The item forge is a little more tempting, but I don't really have the materials or the extra items to discard that would allow me to make good use of it at the moment. So I think this city is better off producing. We got the Reaver Manufactory. Maybe now's the time to make that extraction nexus. It's going to be +2 mana and +2 gold per turn, but it'll add up over time. Yeah, I think now's the time to build that. That little bit extra is going to add up over time as I add more specialty buildings, and it'll eventually pay itself off. The sooner I build it, the sooner it pays itself off, basically. All right, as for you, I think you'll get probably archery upgrade. Yeah, we'll do that, and then... Now, for this guy, I can kind of do whatever I want, because your extra heroes, they don't actually use up, or I guess whatever you pick among these does not contribute towards your Empire affinity progress. As far as I can tell, that is only your main leader. So with these guys, I can pick whatever I want regardless of the affinity. And for him, I think it's going to be Restoration. Having that Resurrect option is pretty good. I think I'm going to take that. Especially considering that army doesn't have... Like, Steve has a healing skill that he can use for his army. This guy doesn't have anything like that. Speaking of this guy, what are we doing? We gotta fix his name. Hang on. How do I do that? How do I rename him? It just switches between them. How do I rename my hero? Or maybe it's under Adjust Appearance. There we go. Title is Sir? No. He doesn't need a title. Dave. Dave gets to come into the series too. Who's going to be Dave? He's going to be Dave from... Okay, we got Steve from accounting, so this is going to be Dave from human resources. There we go. Dave from human resources. No, not randomize. Accept changes. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Oh, more invading forces coming from the west. Fun. Always a good time. Well, they're next on... That derelict workshop's next on my list, so... Their days are numbered. I just hope that Steve can get down there, deal with them, and then make it all the way back up here so I can start thinking about irritating the dragons a little bit. Delvers of Secrets. Okay, I'm going to skip to the end. The Internal Revenue Service gains Mark of the Owl trait. Gives me Shadow Affinity and Knowledge. But they get -20 city stability when there is no cleared ancient wonder in their domain. But I get cities of this raid get 15 knowledge from cleared ancient wonders in their domain. I have... Every single one of my cities will have an ancient wonder in their domain. What is the other ones? I don't want to lose... I don't want to lose city stability. Okay, so is this for each? From cleared ancient wonders. That's for each cleared ancient wonder. I think this is pretty good for me, because my capital already has 2. And my second city already has 1 and can get a second one. And then my third city will be able to reach 1. This is going to negatively impact my third city in the short term, but there is an ancient wonder over there that I can get. So I'm going to take this. I think that's not a bad choice, and it gets me some shadow affinity, so... I know there's some stuff in the shadow tree that's pretty nice, especially that knowledge per hero defeated in combat. Then this drastically increases my research too, so because that's an extra 45 research per turn that I'm getting from that. Oh wait, I don't quite have that one in my territory. Crap, I should have picked that one up when I had the chance. All right, I'll get that next time the city's borders expand. I was thinking I had already picked that up. It's my bad. But then I've got this one, and then for this city out here, we'll eventually get this Ember Source Furnace, which is a pretty nice... Gosh, that is really good. 25% less gold cost on recruiting units. Whew, I could go for that. All right, yeah, I think I'm going to make that a bigger priority for this city. Try to expand. I think maybe that's... Well, no, I still need to clear the derelict workshop first. But all things considered, I think that's going to be a pretty nice upgrade for me. Honestly, it increased my research by almost 50%, so I'll take that. Awakened Tools is pretty good. I'm going to pick that up. I don't know if I'll use it yet, but in the long run, that could be pretty nice. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, and how are you guys all feeling? Everyone feeling ready to cross the mountain range into volcanic wasteland to fight a bunch of machines in a poisonous pit of death? Because I know I sure am. Alright, we'll just send everyone in. And then Steve's army, they still need... Okay, good. This city's borders expanded again. I might grab... Excuse me. I might grab that silver tongue fruit out there. What is this giving me a bonus for? +2 knowledge per research post in city domain. It's either that or I go this way and get the another conduit. And start trying to build a road out in this direction. Got a few options for what I could do here, actually. I'm looking at the layout of this. I think in the short term, the silver tongue fruit is probably better. Well, okay, so when annexed, it gives +10 food. That's really all I'm getting out of this because I'm not building units at this city, and Whispering Stones aren't doing me any good. I don't even have any Whispering Stones. So, the silver tongue fruit is therefore not quite as valuable as it would otherwise be. It's just the 10 food that I'd be getting out of it. And at this point, choosing between 10 food or 10 mana, well, technically 20 mana, when you consider that that's a conduit, it's probably better to go this way. Although, I think I'll owe you a research post on it instead of a conduit. Because I get a little bit more out of research posts in this city. So I'm going to turn this into a heavy research city. So I'm fine with that for now. Yeah. The Mage Tower, that's for later. That's a gold rank wonder. I'll get to that eventually, but Steve's got other business to attend to down in the southwest first. Speaking of business, I have other business I need to attend to as well, specifically eating lunch. I am very hungry, so it is time to wrap this episode up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. As always, I'm checking the comments between every episode, so if you got suggestions, leave them in the comments box down below. Aside from that, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.